Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This week we're going to work with the Bold Bouquet bundle. We've got the stamps and the dies. And sometimes I see a stamp set and I think, oh, that would be fabulous. And then I get it and I'm like, now what do I do with it? So when I get a stamp set and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it, I take all of the stamps and I stamp them out. And I take all of the dies and I die cut them out. And what that does is it gives me a way to play with things without committing to a project. So the card I'm going to make is this one. And I'm going to make a couple of changes when I actually build the card. I've used the deckled rectangle dies and I've used the quatrefoil embossing folder. The background and the frame are soft sea foam. The stamp is Lost Lagoon and the flowers are done in bubble bath. For the smaller flower, it stamps all in pink. So what I did is I took my sponge dauber and just sponged some Lost Lagoon on the bottom. So I've got the greenery on there. But then I keep these and it helps me have a play with what I want to create without actually having to recut and things like that. So I'm just going to pop this off to the side, but I have to say this happy birthday is beautiful. So we're going to build this card. I've done the main cutting out of everything. So I've got my 3 flowers and my greeting, and I used the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper with the larger of the dies here, the solid dies that don't have a stamp that goes with them, to cut out the pieces. So we've got all of these, we've got the 3 cut out, and I pulled my colors from these leaves because it's soft sea foam shading into the Lost Lagoon. So I'm just going to pop this over here so I've got some room to work. I'm just going to flat mount the embossed piece. I don't use this folder very often, but then whenever I do, I think, oh, I should use this more often. I do really like it. And then the frame is dimensionalized, and I'm using sticky strips to dimensionalize it, so it has a little bit more I don't know, strength. Sorry, I just realized I'm not in frame. So there we go. And then the sticky strips, the dimensional strips, they come in a package and they're about that long, and you can cut them to whatever dimension you need them to be. So these ones are just basically offcuts from other projects that I've done. So I'm just peeling them off, if they will peel. This one is being difficult and it hasn't peeled off, so I'm just going to peel the backing off like that, and it goes in the tray like that. There we go. Oh, there's only one left on here, so I'll just pull this one off. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to pop that down, and then I can peel all the backings off. Just put them in my little tray here, in my little dish. And oops, there we go. And we'll just keep on peeling these off. Sorry, a bit like watching paint dry for you all out there in video land. Apologize for that. There we go. And I'm just going to center this and just drop it down. There we go. Okay, so now we need to build a middle. This one, I thought I was lifting it up high enough. I wasn't. I want the flowers to really be in the center. So I'm going to put the leaves in. And what I had done is I had trimmed off the bottom of the leaf stem just to kind of fit it all in behind here. So I'm actually going to leave this one up here like this, which means I'm going to dimensionalize the leaves. So I need to dimensionalize this leaf here because the other one will sit on the frame itself. So I'm going to pop this one down like this. just like that. So that will stay like that. And then this one, I'm going to dimensionalize up, and I'm going to put a dimensional under this leaf here because I want to be able to tuck the flowers underneath. So I'm just going to pop that on like that. You can use mini dimensionals as well. I'm just using up the edges of my larger dimensional sheet. I'm going to pop that like that. It'll stick like that. And then the smaller one, I'm going to dimensionalize this leaf here and tuck it underneath. So kind of knowing where you're going to put your pieces, your die cuts on the card helps you, actually I'll just tuck it like that, there we go, helps you kind of place things. Going to put a dimensional on the back of the larger of the flowers, so I'll put a couple on here just to make it a bit more stable. And I want this to be fairly free flowing, but I want it to look like it's coming off the flower or like off the stem. So I'm putting that one like that. And then this one, I'll do the dimensionals on this one as well. So yes, I've definitely gone dimensional happy on this one. I didn't put any bling on the first card, and I don't know that I will add any bling to this. So this one can sit like this, but I want it to go underneath. Okay, just going to lift up this leaf here, and I dimensionalize that one down. Remember what I said about knowing where your pieces are going to go? So we're just going to peel that up. This is going to sit, I want it to go under there like that. And then we're going to put the happy birthday on. This one, I put a strip of adhesive here and stuck it right to the frame like this. I think this one, because my edge is, one of my stems is there, I'm actually going to put the dimensionals at the top. And I'm going to dimensionalize it inside. So we lift it up a little bit from the bottom. So it is going to sit in the middle like that. Oops. There we go. So that's dimensionalized down now. And I need to add my smallest flower, which I seem to have lost. There it is. So I'm going to pop a dimensional on the back of this one, and it will fill in this little gap at the bottom here. Just tuck it under the happy birthday like that. So it's kind of a spray of flowers growing up. So you could definitely put some bling in here if you wanted to. You could also run this through an embossing folder as well. But I wanted a little bit of quiet space for the idle end because there's a lot of busyness going on. But that is our first card using the Bold Bouquet bundle, and I will be featuring this bundle through the week. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.